Good morning, everybody. You can see it's already light outside. I'm lacing up boots. Unfortunately, I'm not going bow hunting. But yesterday was a really good day. I had 2 shooter bucks come through. I had one in the morning. And Mom had a spa appointment at 9 o'clock, or I was to be done hunting at 9 o'clock so she could get there on time. And a really good buck walked through at about 8:45. I decided to pass. And last night at 6 o'clock, 17 minutes before closing, I had a doe that came through. All of a sudden she started running around and hopping, and I knew that something was up. And right behind comes another big boy. He came through. He stopped at a spot that there's going to be a tight shot, but I feel confident in my skills. And I raised up and put the sights right on the vitals, slowly squeezing. I heard a good thump. I heard a really good thump. So it was at 6 o'clock last night. Right now it's 7 o'clock. It's light outside, 7:30, whatever it is. I'm going to lace up and go down, try to find an arrow, some blood, a deer. I didn't want to mess with it last night. It was one of them where it's cold enough. I had no idea because of the shot window, because of the location. I had no idea what way he was going to go. There was no real trails. I was real up by a lot of thickets. So we'll see what happens. Wish me luck. Here we go. He's a good deer. 7:37 to be exact. It is light out. See, it's light out. Here we go. Driving down to the field. Well, it's kind of goofy. I do not have a crossbow or bow in hand. I'm thinking I drew blood, so therefore I'm going to be done until this deer shows back up on camera. Last night at a quick glance, I did not see any arrow. That's why the smoke I brought, I don't know if you can see that, but metal detector along. So I am on my way out to the field right now, and we're gonna hit it with the metal detector and find out if we can, maybe the arrow's just laying there. I don't know. It was fairly dark. I didn't have all the flashlights along that I usually do. I had my phone camera, but you know how that light is. It's real concentrated. It's not much at all. I knew it wasn't going to rain last night. I knew it was cold enough last night, and I knew that I had it, which sounded to me like a really good thump. Now, I'm hoping that that thump wasn't a tree, because like I said, the area that deer was in, it was crowded. So here we go. Wish me luck. Not quite the weapon of choice that most people think about when they go bow hunting. But when you have fall leaves, under lots and lots of leaves, and you can't find an arrow and you can't find blood, you go through all extremes to find an arrow, to make sure that you don't have blood on the arrow. And if you don't find an arrow, then you start your grid search. I don't just shoot, lose an arrow, and say, oh, I must have missed, and continue hunting. It's not who I am, and it's not how I was raised. So I'm going to find an arrow at least. If I don't find an arrow, well, oh, there goes a fox. Fox just took off between the cornfields there. If I don't find an arrow, it's going to be a long day searching for deer. Hopefully I find an arrow and blood. I'm confident on my shot. Hopefully this is going to be a lot easier. I'm always a devil's advocate when it comes down to it. You know, when you take a lot of pride in practicing and knowing your limitations and I guess pushing the envelope because it's the only shot you have, but yet it's only at 20 yards, I'm going to take it every time. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to take that shot. 20 yards, I did everything right. He was just chasing a doe. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the sport of hunting. Here we go. Moment of truth. See if the arrow went through where I wanted it to first. Buck rub. So far, so good. This is where he was standing. If you can see how tore up that is. Put that down right there. My metal detector. We'll go check the backdrop. It was a hell of a thud. I don't see no arrow anywhere. We'll hit it with the metal detector just to make sure. But there's no arrow in any tree anywhere back here that would have made that thud. It sounded like a body, I'm telling you. You know, if you shoot at a target enough or whatnot, you can hear that. It's like a thwack, thwack. Positive thing. This sucks. I missed, but I got my arrow, so I know my deer ain't dead, and I know I ain't got a wounded animal. This is awesome. How goofy is that? A metal detector to find my arrow to make sure that I can continue to hunt. Because once I gain blood or once I draw blood, I'm done until I find that animal or until that animal shows back up. Now I can continue to hunt because I got my arrow. Thanks, Mind Lab. Well, that certainly was not the outcome that I unfortunately, that thwack was my bolt going through twigs behind it. Took the mine lab out today to find the arrow. I found the arrow. Unfortunately, I do not have a dead deer, but I don't have a wounded deer. I don't have a deer that's laying somewhere dead, not knowing that he's a mine. Like I said earlier, I'm one of them guys that once I draw blood, I'm done until I see that animal. So, unfortunately, I don't have an animal, but fortunately, I get to continue to hunt. So, there you have it. I mean, everybody misses. I don't miss very often. It was a damn nice deer. I passed on a deer yesterday morning because Mama had a spa appointment, and I missed an opportunity last night. So there you have it. I'm going back to the drawing board, going back hunting.